I have no hope in the Spurs winning any games because
you think it's a sweep?
if you couldn't, I'm not gonna say that out of my mouth because I'm not speaking no positivity into that team, but.
Welcome back to another episode of the Hoopertry In Motion podcast. As you can hear, my voice is still in recovery mode, but I'll get through it. So we got the whole crew back. We got myself, Eric L, aka I'm 2 more wins away from basketball immortality and Operation Banish View completion. We got Ernest, aka eBooks88. You got Armani. And finally, coming back into the fold after a 6-week hiatus after the draft lottery, we got Josh.
It's been 6 weeks.
It's since May. Feels like it though.
Hey man.
It's been 6 weeks.
Hey man.
You been injured for that long?
Not injured. I just need to get away. It was just.
You been out for that long?
Josh, can you explain to the people why you took your hiatus?
Yes.
I think it's important for people to know and not speculate.
Listen.
Because they thought that I was getting asked, y'all kicked Josh off the pod, and like, nah, that wasn't the case.
Nobody kicked for real. Nobody kicked me off. And we our contract situations is good here. Everything is, you know what I mean. It was just when you go through so much as a fan of the team,
here we go.
It just affects you mentally, And the Nets, I've been saying, oh yeah, I haven't talked it. I haven't, like the year before, oh, I want Cooper. I just want a top 4. And the fact that we didn't get top 4, but the team that just got 83 put on them by Bam Adebayo got 1. We got the Jazz, who's been egregious for the last 2 years, got 2. The Grizzlies out of nowhere get 3. And then Chicago. And then to make matters even worse, the Clippers are picking in front of me. The freaking Clippers are picking in front of me. So it's just like, I just needed a little time away on the mountains, being with my family. There's my daughter, as you can see in the back here. I needed a way. I even I deactivated from Twitter, bro. I didn't know what was going on in the world. I didn't even know. I came back on Twitter like a couple days after Drake. I didn't know Drake dropped the album, bro. That's how disconnected I was from everything. Like, I wasn't on no social media, bro. Like, I just didn't want to see nothing. So,
Son was living on a rock.
Yeah. I was living like how back in the day, like the 80s, I was like, this was...
Someone's living like Kendrick Lamar, son.
I was off the grid for real.
Bro.
I wasn't in texting and no group chats. People kept adding me back to group chats. Yeah. Now, now I'm here. I'm back, here to fight this battle. And I just want to, before we move on into the show, I just wanted to address something because I did see the show.
Oh, man.
First of all, let me address Harriel as a Net fan. When you say, "Oh, I knew we wasn't gonna get a good pick," when you thought Mason Plumlee was a high draft pick, we can't have no more conversation.
For the viewers watching at home, he's talking about Polo Key. Polo Key was a guest on our show. What was it, 3 episodes ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and yeah. I questioned Polo on when was the last time the Nets had a top 5 draft pick? I told him it was Derek
Derek
Favors,
Favors.
that he brought up Mason Plumlee. I
That's what, and I could not believe. I turned off the episode after that. I couldn't even finish it. I was like, "Yo, bro, what is that?" But I digress. And then now the second one is, you Laker fans comparing a sweep to my Nets pain is insane.
Look, wait, in our defense, because I watched that episode back, I watched that clip back. I didn't get to elaborate on what it was. Ernest, I wasn't talking about the sweep that we just faced against Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm talking about the sweep that we got against the Nuggets. We came on the show and didn't say a word.
That's what I was talking about.
We didn't say a word. We didn't say a word.
We was told to come outside.
That's not even comparable.
We didn't say a word. We fresh off the sweep. Fresh off.
Y'all comparing, y'all had a successful season, got swept in the playoffs, to just bare disappointment to my Nets franchise. That don't even equate to anything that I've been through since after the pandemic.
But Josh, you got to understand.
No, I don't want to hear it. Listen, if I got to do a quick drop through of Nets history, let's go through it real quick. And then we go into the show. Because I feel like people, they hearing me, they're not listening to my pain, my Nets pain. Here's the thing. And this is before the time I was even born. I was even a thought. I don't think my mom was born yet. But the Nets, when the Nets started in the ABA, they tried to come over. They tried to come over and merge. You know, when they did the merger with the NBA, the Knicks, as haters, they said, you know what? We charge you tax for coming into New York territory, which the Nets were already in New York, by the way, guys. They was like, you know what? We charge you tax. You got to sell Dr. J. And they made us sell Dr. J before joining in the NBA, right? Fast forward, the Nets finally get back on their feet 20 years later. They find some foreign guy, Drazen Petrovic. He's coming into his homes, and then he dies in a car accident in the offseason. R.I.P. 2. That's the second bad thing that happened. So now we fast forward. Things happening good. Jason Kidd, you know, cool. But then Jason Kidd goes against the two of the greatest big men to ever play the game. In the 2 finals we go and play. Cool. All right, I'll take that. That's calm compared to the 2 first things I told you. So now let's fast forward. The Nets go 12-70. One of the worst records you ever saw in NBA history. And the Nets somehow drop in draft odds to the 3rd pick. All right, let's fast forward.
We about to
Nets
get to
move
that
to
point.
Brooklyn. Nets move to Brooklyn. You feel me? They trade for these old bags, KG and Paul Pierce.
Oh, we're not there yet.
And somehow, the only time the Nets picks move up in draft lottery is when we don't have our pick. So the Celtics, we just built the Celtics whole situation. Now let's fast forward. The Nets somehow come across some luck. The D-Lo year is amazing. Now KD and Kyrie want to come. They pull up. KD already injured. We already know what we were signing up for. But then a once in 100-year pandemic happened. Right? Cool. We could survive it. Just get a shot, Kyrie. Just get the shot. It's not that simple though, because the Mayor Adams at the time, Knicks fan, banned. He already knew Kyrie he wasn't gonna get the vax, so he banned people on the team from not playing in games, but people from outside. Bradley Beal, Wiggins, they could come into Barclays and play. That wasn't vax. Makes no sense. But hey, we move on. I skip past the foot on the line thing like that. That's just basketball. That's not bad luck shit. That's just basketball. But that's just to tell y'all right now. That's just a little quick summary of what Nets fandom has been. Not just for me, for the people older than me. You know what I'm saying? and especially since I see people online. I'm not communicating with the Knicks fans online that's trying to force Nets people. You're from New York, just root for the Knicks. I don't care, because in 2021, wasn't y'all rooting for the Bucks? Talk about big Bucks. I don't care, bro. Get out of my face with that, please, please, please. I don't want to hear it. The only two Knicks fans that I actually am happy for is my boy Ja and my boy Jameer. Eric, I'm sorry. I was gonna include you, but I did some digging, and your Twitter history is insane with the Nets. I'm not gonna lie, because I didn't follow you until a couple months ago, and I was like, wait. He was training on downfall the whole time.
You got me, bro.
So
you got me.
You know, I'm not no hater. I'm not wishing the Knicks should lose. I just don't care. So don't try to force this fandom. Oh, I gotta root for the Knicks because I'm from. I don't care. I don't care. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm a root for Brooklyn, and it's always gonna be on my chest. It's always gonna be in my head. This is what I rep. That's it. That's it. That's what I had to say. I'm sorry I went over my time.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. Lastly, though, real quick, how do you feel about the draft coming up? Like,
the draft is gonna be terrible. It's gonna be terrible. So? Regular draft. I know y'all think, oh, but A-Cup is good. We're not drafting A-Cup. We're not. The last good guy that I wanted, Mikael Brown, he's gonna get picked right before us. Like, it's gonna be horrible. We're gonna draft Nate Met, and it's just gonna be whatever. So, but I'm here to fight it. I'm here to fight through it. It is what it is.
A quick break. If you guys are still tapping in, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps the pod go crazy and help us reach a bigger audience. So thank you guys again for watching. Now, let's get back to the show.
All right. Thanks for that, and welcome back, Josh. You were well missed. And yeah, obviously there is a lot of buzz in the city outside of Brooklyn, as we all know. The New York Knicks have taken is it commanding 2-0 series lead?
It is commanding
over the San Antonio Spurs in the NBA Finals. Very just like high octane, thrilling 2 games. As you know, like Jalen Brunson, game 1, came up in the clutch after having a terrible game relatively throughout the whole game in game 1.
A terrible series.
Terrible series at that.
Efficiency wise.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he's emptying the clip, which you should do, as what the stars are supposed to do, but he's just not efficient right now. And I do think a lot of that is just being bothered by the physicality that he's receiving from Castle, not even Fox, but like more so Castle and Vassell. Yeah. Those 2 guys are, making it difficult for Brunson. But on the flip side, Karl-Anthony Towns has been playing phenomenal these past 2 games, and he is the Finals MVP to me. What he's been able to do against Wemby and neutralize his offensive repertoire. And also, Wemby has a lot of work to do in the offseason, clearly, from an offensive standpoint, and like positioning and footwork and all that. But, Wemby's been having a good playoffs thus far, and he looks relatively very normal right now in this series. He looks flustered, looks confused. A lot of just bonehead mistakes, especially game 2. Like, I understand people are blaming Castle for not getting the ball from Wemby, but, like, you have the ball, though. You have to read what's going on in front of you. You can't just throw a pass with the man's back turned to you, and then you just can't have that blunder at that point of the game. And then on top of that, you foul Jalen Brunson to go to the line to make him go up 1. So San Antonio is getting exposed, obviously, to some degree, in both games. They're trying full court presses, they're blitzing, and the Knicks bench has just been able to weather those storms as well. So, yeah, I mean, game 1 and 2 is very telling of that, like, and I had to kind of reminisce about the things that I said, because I said, like, when Eric was like, oh, this series is ending in 5, and I was like, whoa. And I talked about the defense. I said the Knicks haven't seen a defense. I said the Knicks haven't seen a defense like San Antonio, and that is null and void. And I was wrong for underestimating the ability of the New York Knicks to that degree. But initially, I did pick the Knicks in 6. I just thought this would be. I thought right now we have a 1-1 series tie right now, and the Knicks are up 2-0 going into the Garden tomorrow night, and it's going to be a zoo in there. And I don't know if San Antonio gets back, but
I mean, let's not say yes, the Knicks is coming back to the crib 2-0, but let's not say this series could have easily been 1-1 if Wemby make that shot. You know, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I get it, but you know, Wemby threw a bad pass that led to Brunson getting to the free throw line. He split. Wemby make that shot. This is a whole different conversation.
Yeah, it's a whole different conversation.
Conversation. But I will say though, the Knicks haven't played their best basketball, and they up 2-1, which is also very concerning for the Spurs as well too.
Yeah.
And in terms of Wemby, like just some of the things I've seen him do, like I say this while Wemby, like, and I tweeted this the other day. Sometimes I question if he even is 7'5" because he wants to handle the ball like a guard, but then also like you watch him play big and he looks magnificent. So it's like you gotta, and this is just him being young. I feel over the course of time he's gonna learn that when to pick his spots, when to play big, when to play like a guard and stuff. But Cat is playing some impressive basketball against him. In fact, 19 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. Like those are not finals MVP numbers that jump off the page, but just his overall presence is definitely giving Wemby some trouble.
Yeah, his impact is loud. That's what it is with Karl-Anthony Towns.
And Mitch Robb too. You got to give credit to Mitch Robb.
And Cat is hitting timely shots. I think it was game 1 when Brunson went out with the knee injury or the ankle injury. Cat was the one who kind of held up the water. You know what I mean? And was able just to weather the storm. And then when Brunson came back, they was able to get back into rhythm. Another guy who's been phenomenal in this series. I mean, Mikal Bridges. My God, that's the guy you trade 4 or 5 picks for. Like you trade that. That's the Mikal Bridges that the Knicks fans have been wanting to see for a very long time. And we can go to the video after game 2 of this game.
The final moments of tonight's game.
Just fight, man. A lot of integrity, a lot of just poise, staying together. We're going to fight to the end. They made a run. They're a really good team, but we're going to fight to the end.
The level of intensity tonight was off the charts. Describe what it was like playing in it.
It's great, man. It's great. I just wish we had a better fourth quarter, but they're a really good team. They pushed it, but we got to be better.
You were dominant on both ends of the floor, coming up with big stops, big shots. Talk about your performance tonight.
My teammates, man. My teammates, coaches gave me confidence. But I had a bad fourth. I got to be better. I got to play hard all throughout the fourth quarter. Even when I'm tired, I got to keep going. I can't have a fourth quarter like that.
Up 2-0 going back to the Garden. What's the mindset?
0-0. Stay desperate all times.
That's from experience. 2021, Phoenix Suns, they go to the finals. They're up 2-0 against the Milwaukee Bucks. And the Bucks ran out 4 straight. And I'm sure he kind of feels that desperation. You can see the adrenaline. You can see like just the passion that he had in that moment. Because you're so close, but then you also remember the shit could get taken away from you like that. You know what I mean? So I think he's having some of that and realizing that we're this close and we got to stay foot on the neck because this can turn around very quickly.
I'm not gonna lie, shout out to OG Anunoby.
Mm-hmm.
OG, it might be the forward version of Drew Holiday. And
I like that comparison.
OG is so important and integral to everything the Knicks do. Even on this half a hammy he playing on, he's still important. And I think this is where the Spurs, they're in these first 2 games, they're figuring out, no, this is not, Chet that's scared to shoot. This is not Lou Dort who's inconsistent in shooting. This is not those fours that's out there. OG, you got to respect. And OG keeps the pressure on them. You got to respect his shot, and then he's going to get to the rim every time.
Yeah.
And you see those little stuff in the game, and OG always does that. He always keeps the pressure on, even with this one leg.
And
You just
and
gotta take your
def-
headphones in.
defensively too, he's been a monster defensively on the perimeter. Josh Hart, obviously, what he's been doing, just the hustle plays, the rebounding. Game one when they just left him open, he showed up when they counted on him. So, Landry Shamet, another one, and I mean, the guy is shooting damn near, I think 80% from three or something like that. Like it's
I
crazy.
can give everybody credit but Josh Hart. No.
Even Mikal?
I can't. I'm not. Listen, I know what I see on the basketball court. Mikal is doing shit. Josh Hart, I'm sorry, bro.
He had 15 rebounds in game one. Now he had more boards than Wemby.
I don't care, bro.
Josh Hart, he does things that doesn't show up in the box score that helps that team. But
I don't care.
I get the personal gripe you have with Josh Hart. I understand.
Yeah, I just want to get back to OG real quick. There was two plays that I noticed that that's actually sending a loud message to the Knicks that, Ernest, you mentioned earlier that Wemby is human. He's normal. He's coming back down to earth. There was one play, I believe it was in game two. I think both plays was in game two, where he jab stepped Wemby, just hit the three right over him like it was nothing, like he wasn't even there. And then there was another play where he took the dribble, and like even though he clearly had the lane, like he could have just dunked it. He like moved Wemby out the way and then dunked it right on top of it and looked at him too. And I was sitting there watching the game with my girl. She was like, "Wait, did he look at him?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like just those little things you pick up in the game definitely sends a loud message to the rest of the Knicks squad.
That's what you gotta do to Wemby.
I feel like they smell blood in the water.
Yeah,
you can't be scared of him, and that was the thing with the OKC series. Was Shea looked like the only one that wasn't scared, especially in the last two games. He was going at Wemby. But everybody else, remember, I don't know, everybody saw that video, Chet, he pump fake for three, and then he
just passed it off. Yeah.
Nobody on the Knicks is doing that Wemby.
They caught the ball and lost it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but that's what I'm saying. Nobody on the Knicks is doing that.
Yeah.
OKC only had one person that wasn't scared. The Knicks have a whole roster that's just like, we don't care.
Yep. Yeah, even there was even a play where Alvarado tried to lay it up on Wemby, and Wemby sent it to the fifth row. But you still got to do stuff like that.
If you block it, you will get tired doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how like fatigue was mentioned after game one, and it's because Wemby is not just seeing Karl Anthony Towns. Like Wemby now has to really play both sides of the ball because they're so bad defensively when he's off the court. Like you cannot. Luke Cornett, the minute Luke Cornett gets in the game, the Knicks are like, yeah, we see blood.
Yep.
We're going right at him
and
every single
got
time
them back
down.
In the game in game one.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you fill your roster with guys centers who shouldn't be in the NBA. I'm not even mentioning Luke Cornett, because Luke Cornett is okay, he's passable.
Yeah.
But then you have Mason Plumlee and Bismack Biyombo.
Hey,
These guys are not even being in the league. Like they shouldn't be in the league.
You can't play those guys in this series at all. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, so this is why me and Armani felt the way we felt before the season started about this Spurs roster.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad you brought that up, Josh, because I know we spoke a little bit about before we went live, but there was some moments where even during the Oklahoma City series where I was like, nah, like maybe we was wrong. Maybe we take the L on this one, and that's fine. Prove us wrong. It is what it is. But then watching the Knicks series is like, you know what? We was right, or not yet, but
yeah,
we right in some aspects. Like they have a team with not a lot of shooters. Castle is not a good shooter. Fox is struggling to get a shot,
and that matters.
And even though he's struggling with injury, like their best shooters is Vassell and Champagnie. And Champagnie, like Eric said, is the key, is the X factor to the series. He was a flamethrower early in game one. What happened? He's been quiet ever since.
And he's getting hunted by Brunson.
Yep.
And
he might start off on fire a little bit, you know.
What's crazy
from the
is,
Towns.
He is playing. He's playing back home.
And he from the
he played in St. John's. Went to Bishop Laughlin. Yeah. What's crazy is the Knicks haven't been getting a lot of calls either. Like the whistle's been favoring San Antonio for the first 3 games of the series, and I like the way Castle plays reckless.
Yeah, say that again. The whistle.
He trying to rage bait you. He's trying to rage bait you into something.
Say that again.
I said,
No, not Ernest, not Ernest. I'm trying to everything online. OKC this, OKC that.
Oh yeah.
But when it's the Spurs, people are
it's
very
quiet. Yeah, it's quiet. It's quiet. Yeah.
People hating on the all-time guard that we seeing in Shea right now on an all-time run. But when it's the Spurs, it's
no, you're right. So I do predict that, you know, I guess we can go into the game 3 preview. I do predict the whistle will favor New York, especially being at home.
Who hasn't reffed the game yet? What's his name?
The
Start with an
extender.
E?
The extender.
Actually,
he's overrated.
No,
He's overrated.
Actually, no.
Keep him away.
Actually, he did referee game 1.
Yeah, he did, right? He refereed game 1.
And
Oh,
Tony
yes,
Brothers,
yes.
and
you are
Tony,
right,
and Tony
you're right,
Brothers
you're right.
referee game 2.
You're right.
How the hell?
Keep him away.
They're probably gonna get
But-
Zach Zarbar tomorrow.
But you know who else who hasn't reffed the game? Gucci
Gucci
Mane. He reffed the game.
But here's the thing, bro. I have no hope in the Spurs winning any games because
Oh, you think it's a sweep?
if you couldn't, I'm not gonna say that out of my mouth because I'm not speaking no positivity into that team. But I'm not gonna lie. With the way it was ref in game 2, and y'all couldn't be up 20.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't believe in you at all if you come to New York.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. In game 2, Knicks had chances to blow the game open by up 14. So
That whistle.
and that whistle and that call on Towns with the 4th foul, with the offensive foul, that basically changed everything.
Yeah. I'll just say that Cat has been better, you know, trying his best not to get into foul trouble, but just the whistle, you could clearly tell it's been one-sided, man. The fact that the Knicks got 5 free throws in the second half and 3 of them came off of a challenge, that tells
But
you everything you need to know.
The San Antonio whistle been like this all playoffs. People just ignored it because they played OKC. Bro, even in the OKC series, San Antonio had I remember it was halftime. I forgot what game it was. San Antonio had 20 free throws to OKC 7.
Yeah.
And everybody was still complaining about OKC getting fouled. I'm like, are we watching the same game?
Yeah. I mean, that free throw merchant narrative for Shea, it's never going to leave Shea, so.
Bro, they talk
I hear
about
what
it
you're
more than
saying.
they did with Harden.
So what's crazy is in game 1, the Spurs shot 7 more free throws than the Knicks. And in game 2, the Spurs took 12 more free throws to the Knicks 3 by halftime.
Yep.
Lock this in. Brunson 30, Knicks win, bro. Just put $200 on that. You'll have a great day.
You know, and so yeah, I mean, going into game 3, what Eric, I guess I'll ask you, what changes at MSG? Who needs to step up?
Step up. Does anybody need to step up with the way the Spurs playing?
I mean, you never know. We haven't got an efficient Brunson game yet. either.
That's a good question for Eric because he a hard critic. He'll tell you how it is.
I don't think either team hasn't been playing their best ball, but
Well,
it's
we haven't gotten a playoff Brunson moment this series so far. Well, except for the last couple minutes of game 1. He hasn't shot the ball well all series long, but that's gonna change since they're coming back here. Cat just gotta play his game, and if he keeps on doing that, then this series is a short series. Mikal, he's been phenomenal this series. OG, I mean, the starting 5 it's been they've been basically really good this series. And on top of that, bench play. It's been night and day. Knicks have firepower coming up the bench with Deuce, even though he hasn't shot the ball well this series. Mitchell Robinson's been really effective, even though with that broken pinky. You go back to game 2, the last 2 possessions, he forced Wemby to a bad jump shot with 30 seconds left, and to close the game, he forced Wemby into a pick and pop jump shot with 6.5 seconds left, and he missed it. So Mitch's been on defense, and his rebound has been there. Landry Shamet, he's been shooting the lights out the three. It's an offense once he comes off the bench.
I also think he's had some say on the defensive end too. If you
Oh,
look
yeah,
at
he's
game
been-
one,
he's been
he called
he's locking
the
up.
play. He
Yeah, he
called the
called
play
up-
with the pistol
the
and
pistol
and
and
the
hammer.
hammer. Yeah.
and they literally blew up the whole action, both
Yep.
of them. So
Yep.
So defensively, they've been the Knicks defense have been lockstep all series long. Because if you go back to what I mentioned earlier, last week before the preview of the series, I said, hey, Spurs inexperience and the turnovers are going to cost them, and it has been so far.
Yep.
And for them to have a lineup where the bench is ineffective, now you're basically putting the onus on Wemby to play more minutes, and also he's getting beat up on the pick and rolls because not only he has to worry about Towns, he's got to worry about OG picking him up,
Cutting to the basket.
Even Brunson and Alvarado and even Mikel, they're like literally tagging him every single time he's on the short roll. So it's like each possession that the Spurs run on offense, you gotta like put him in that paint, deep in the paint, because if he's gonna keep on selling for outside jumpers and threes, he's falling into the Knicks' hands.
Yep.
And now it's like if also they're starting to run more transition, and he's getting tired. Like go back to game one. They were saying that he was exhausted and tired after game one, like early in the series. So you mean to tell me that the series has just begun and he's already tired? So
I mean, he's never, and I'm not
and
giving him
his
an
minutes
excuse.
and his minutes hasn't
all
he hasn't played that
season
many
long.
minutes.
This is the Spurs' fault. All season long, they've been toying with his minutes. They've been capping him at like no more than like 30. Remember, there was a stat that came out that LeBron James has played more minutes in less games than Wemby has this season. That's crazy, right? So
And
now
LeBron
you get to
missed like mad games.
yeah, and now you get to the playoffs where you kind of need him 38, 39 minutes a night, 40 minutes a night, and he can't withstand it. And on top of that, Portland went to what? 6 games?
5 games.
5 games.
Was it
Minnesota.
It was
I feel
5.
like
Minnesota was 6.
Minnesota was 6.
Someone says, yeah, okay.
Minnesota was 6. OKC was 7. Like, you haven't played this much basketball for this long.
Yeah.
And then the Spurs didn't prepare him this season for that. And now you're starting to see he really can't withstand it. Like, as long, the longer the series prolongs, it's going to affect him in the longer.
He 22, bro.
I get it.
Yeah, but
I understand he's 22, but at 22, you shouldn't be complaining or even mentioning at the podium, I was tired.
I was tired. These foreigners, man. American play won't say that. That's what I'm gonna say. American player won't say that.
Yo, man.
Yo. But yeah, so for the Spurs, they're gonna need a superhero, super alien effort from Wemby just to have a chance in the series. Because and on top of that, anytime the Knicks have a 2-0 series lead, games 3 and 4, they go for the kill. They did it against the Sixers, they did it against the Cavaliers, and it's not like they're going on the road up 2-0. They're coming home up 2-0. So they're on. So their mindset is still 0-0. We have to play with desperation and do not give this young Spurs team any hope, any chance at all to get back into the series.
You have a very special individual attending game 3.
I know. Don't matter. Knicks winning tomorrow.
Yeah, that don't matter, bro.
It's
I
like
honestly
it don't matter because like anyone could be in the building, and plus he's gonna be in the press box. So they're all if you go back, if you go to they had a press conference earlier today for media day. They all said the same thing. Doesn't matter. We gotta stick with. Doesn't matter. We gotta do what we gotta do.
Unless Wemby wake up, bro, it's nothing to worry about at all.
Yeah.
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 Hey, you know what's funny? I don't hear the world caught up this postseason though.
Yeah, you don't. You don't. Crazy because but if you look at it, if you look at it, Josh, right? Like Luka, we didn't see him in the playoffs. He was hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Jokic got put out.
The Serbian.
Mm-hmm.
SGA out. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't hear.
And then the other one didn't even make the playoffs.
Yeah, Giannis.
I ain't
out.
hear that propaganda
Yeah.
that they trying to push. And
Yeah.
the crazy thing that we gonna have to in the future episodes that we gonna have to talk about is CJ McCollum being the only person to get 2 wins off the Knicks.
Bro.
Yo, I was saying this earlier. Yo, the Hawks started all of this. The Hawks started all of
But
this.
we knew the Hawks was trash. We already knew. But when they took 2 games off the Knicks, we was like, okay, what's going on?
You know, yeah. I was trying to
CJ
compare this to
McCollum
something.
is the only guy during this. Like when we look back, say the Knicks do sweep, and we look back in history, 10 years, 20 years from now, and be like, yo, the Knicks only lost twice. Who did they lose to? CJ McCollum. Like that's the 2 games they dropped, and they played Wemby. They played James Harden. They played half Embiid and Maxey.
And Maxey, yeah.
Like
and old man Paul
CJ
George.
McCollum is the only one.
That's crazy.
Man, we gotta have to rewrite some.
Yo,
When he makes the whole thing, that gotta be in his speech.
You know that picture where all the soldiers with the guns, you got the clown.
Yeah.
You would think it's CJ, but it's like, yo, I went to war with the Knicks, bro, for real.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you because yo, you absolutely right because it was quite grim, man. Eric was on a rant talking about heads rolling and all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Let's be real,
Like,
bro. They was gonna smoke them, bro. They was playing with their food when that
Literally.
happened. And they was like, all right. I think that's what woke them up. They was like, all right.
yeah. They're on an impressive run right now. If they do sweep, I believe they're in the same conversation as the 0-1 Lakers and the 2017 Warriors were. So
Also,
I mean, the point differential is what? Plus
282. 282.
Sheesh.
They're gonna go over 300. That's insane. If they literally sweep this, finish this thing off, it's like, okay, conversations must be had about if this is the greatest player opponent in NBA history, with the plus minus differential over 300, and an 8 game win streak on the road.
No, listen. I get
NBA
it.
history.
NBA history.
NBA.
They're gonna have the largest point differential
I
of an
know
NBA
what
champion, bro.
bro. I know what I saw.
what you saw, Josh?
This is NBA history, bro. The greatest in NBA history.
Like you seen the 0-1 Lakers? That team was that run was insane. That run.
Yes,
was
I remember that run.
insane. Like, and I get it because like the stats back it up. But for me, when you talk about that conversation, it's about what I saw. There's no way in hell this Knicks team is beating that 0-1 Laker team.
Okay, that's a different conversation.
Yeah,
I know, but I'm just saying, like in terms of like the greatest player front ever.
It has to be up there.
no, it is.
No,
up
it's
there.
up
for
there.
sure.
It's up there.
Yeah,
It's up
I'm
there.
not saying
These are the
denying
greatest
Yeah,
ever.
I'm like,
I'm not saying greatest ever, but like it has to be up there with the
No,
0-1 Lakers
it's in the
or the
conversation, for sure.
2017
Yeah,
Warriors.
It's in the conversation for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Because like,
100%.
and also it's like this. We didn't expect this dominance to like wait a minute, huh?
Okay, that's the other thing, bro. Come on, man. We came into
There
the
you
season.
go.
No, but here's the thing. We came into the season
Championship
and
or
we said
bust.
Knicks. We said the Knicks are the best team in the East. Did we not? Everybody said that.
Yeah.
So they should have easily not swept, but like they should have easily got to the finals. That we was saying that. When you
Yeah.
looked at the landscape of the East,
Because no Tatum, no Howard.
everybody was saying that.
We
Yeah.
wasn't believers in Detroit like that, and then
And they showed me. They showed me what I had
Yeah.
questions about.
we knew
So-
Giannis was gonna be there.
That's
And-
my thing. We gotta stop acting like, yes, Vegas did them wrong by having them. If you bet on the Knicks to win a chip, before the playoffs started and put like $50 on it, you probably would have walked away with like $2,000 right now.
Yeah.
So Vegas did wrong by them on that.
Hey,
But
Vandal.
the way we talked all season, the off season leading into this season, everybody knew the Knicks. They had to get to the finals.
Remember,
So it's not, we had that expectation of
but
them.
remember, Eric, you even said because they fired Tibbs and they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals last year, your standard was the finals or bust. The Knicks have to make it to the finals.
Now we got this underdog mentality out of nowhere. It's like, yo, come on, bro. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, bro. We knew what the Knicks was.
Yeah. Now, we didn't, to your point, Eric, we didn't see them, we didn't expect this level of play.
Yeah, that's
Right,
what I'm
like-
saying about this
but-
whole sweeping
there was
everyone.
But there still was expectation in the beginning too that the Knicks got to, you can't fire Tibbs by losing in
we
the Eastern
did,
Conference
though.
Finals.
Like, when you see what they did to the East, you expected that.
Mhm.
To get to this point, you expected them to dominate the East.
I didn't think in this fashion though, Josh. That's the
What?
thing.
When we
Like-
when everybody went through how the East is so ass, I remember those conversations. The East is so ass. Cavs are ass. All these top teams in the East are ass because no Boston, no Pacers. They did what people expected. The only thing people didn't expect was them to beat up on a West team like this. But it's the Spurs. I'm not diminishing that, but I just think the Knicks match up well with the Spurs.
Yeah, they do. They do. Well, I think the Knicks do win tomorrow night. I think the series goes 3-0.
Sweet.
And at best, I think it goes 5 games. So
5 games.
Not even.
5 games. Like I said, if the Knicks win the championship, you better win it on the road.
If the Knicks go up 3-0, just end the series. Just close it off. Like, there's no point in playing
The
game
white
4.
flag.
There's no point in playing game 4. Bro.
They might as
Because
well
that's
play
gonna
play the game at
The
Rucker
Knicks will
Park.
win by like 40 in game 4. Like, there's no way you
They-
stopping
they-
it.
Okay,
yeah,
so
closeout games. They've been wilding. Yeah.
it might approach Atlanta Hawks even worse if they go up 3-0.
It's gonna be bad.
Yeah. Well,
Word.
tune in to our next episode. Obviously, we'll be recapping Game 3. There's some other episodes down the line. It's gonna be very fun. A lot of topics that it's not really talked about, but we're gonna highlight it. And
we got some stuff cooking.
it'll be a joy to watch.
Word.
Obviously, we got the draft coming up very soon. Free agency coming up as well. There's a lot of Giannis talk. A lot of LeBron to the Warrior talk. But yeah, we'll when we cross that bridge, we'll talk about it. But until then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and watch some damn basketball.
2 more wins.